that concerns me about all the photo manipulation and AI technology like we've been talking about is that it externalizes a person's self-esteem to a digital process that is traded through the electrons moving through the invisible airways. So you're actually moving your sense of self-love, self-respect, gratitude, grace, and the magic, mystery, and awe of life now becomes imported into what you can do with some sort of mimicry, gimmickry, trickery.
Yep.
And so if you get a bunch of friends and a bunch of likes and they think what you're doing is really cool, then what happens, instead of being respected as an athlete or respected by your friends because you're vital and healthy and intelligent, now you start getting respected for how tricky you can be with your phone or your computer.
This is reinforcement that we don't need.
Right.
And that's dangerous reinforcement. You know, you have photos online. What's the difference? They're getting your caricatures, they're getting their, you know, your face recognition and all that kind of stuff.
The difference is when I see Chervin, I'll see the same guy.
Yeah, thank you. You see the same guy.
There he is.
But I'm also not giving away that next level of authority. Just like I said, you know, we look good, we feel good, right? Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean that I'm going to go pump Synthroid in my muscles and blow them up to look bigger. Yeah. There's levels to this. Yeah. We've already gotten here. Yeah. Like the technology's here. I mean, I know some ancients that are forbidden to ever get your picture taken. They feel it captures part of your soul. And so let's just step back a little bit and monitor our actions and use discernment with the things that are coming across, because they're going to start coming at a rapid pace right now. This is the beginning stage. Yeah. You know, stage 1 is being put in. Stage 2 is about to hit. And I'd love to read the fine print. Grant of rights. I won't say the name of the app, but everyone kind of knows what it is. By sharing user content on the services, including by way of entering text cues, parentheses, as defined below, and as may become available, image cues as defined below, you grant the company and its subsidiaries, affiliates, and partners a worldwide, non-exclusive, fully paid, royalty-free, irrevocable, sub-licensable, and transferable license to use, reproduce, distribute, prepare derivative works of and based upon, display, transmit, adapt, edit, modify, publicly display, publish, perform, sell, republish, promote, exhibit, and otherwise use the user content in bold letters in all media now known or hereafter developed for future technologies for any and all purposes, including but not limited to promoting the services in any media formats and through any media channels, whether now known or existing in the future throughout the world, without the company seeking further permission from capital U. In addition, you grant the company and its subsidiaries, affiliates, and partners, as well as other users, with a worldwide, non-exclusive, fully paid, royalty-free, irrevocable, sub-licensable, and transferable license to generate additional images from the text and image cues you created and change such text and image cues.
You know, honestly,
can you believe?
If I didn't know what you were reading, I would have thought that was a Pfizer contract.
I mean, my God. And for future stuff that they not even have laid out yet.
Well, here's what that means in English, in case that was confusing to you. It means that when you purchase that product and use it, you have given up all your personal rights and you have become a commodity that they can use to make money, and you will never see any of it. And they can do anything they want with you or your data.
That's exactly right.
It means you have sold your soul.
Yes, yeah. So let's talk about it on a spiritual level. What does that mean to the spirit? What does that mean to your life path? What does that mean to the soul incarnate and your future endeavors and the children and all these things? I mean, 14, 12, 10-year-olds are doing this.
Okay, well, here's what it means to me. It means that this is one of many such contracts. Your Alexa is spying on you. Your phone is spying on you. Your televisions are spying on you. Your cars are spying on you. Pretty soon they're going to have cameras in your goddamn toothbrush.
Your refrigerator is spying on you.
Your refrigerator is spying on you, and it's sending information about what you eat, drink, and when you do it, and everything else.
Everything.
Right? So the point I'm making is, next thing you know, every part of your life is now
non-autonomous and owned.
Not yours.
That's right.
So the question is, what are you going to do when they come for you and say you're ours? What are you going to do when you've got mRNA technology and you're no longer human and you don't even have ownership or rights to yourself, which is exactly what those contracts say.
100%.
So the next thing you know, you are nothing but a pig in a corporate farm, and they can take you to slaughter anyhow, anytime, in any way they want to, and sell the pieces.
Absolutely.
And that's the problem.
This is the perfect Ahrimanic Trojan horse, fueled by the visual of a Luciferic complex.
This is hijacking.
Let's get you beautiful. Let's make you make you into this warrior.
Seduce you.
It's seduction.
It's hijacking your sovereignty.
Yeah.
It's hijacking your identity. It's hijacking your right to be human.
I'm disappointed in a lot of my peers. I'll be honest with this. I'm disappointed. I'm not judging them.
Well, you're probably sad for them.
I am sad, and maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm, but I never found myself to be.
Well, if you're crazy, that makes me crazy.
If I'm crazy, you're 10x crazy.
So what Steiner said was that we have to go through the Ahrimanic phase for a specific spiritual reason. It's going to take us very deep into the material existence. And ultimately, the result is the soul has to realize that it is not a material reality.
That's right.
And once we get deep enough and in enough pain, we will, one at a time or all of a sudden, wake up to realize that we have shackled ourselves to something that stops us from becoming who and what we really are, which is the spirit that animates the matter.
Yep.
And look what the World Economic Forum is saying. Get rid of the idea of the soul. Get rid of the idea of God. You're completely hackable. You have no free will. And we're going to prove it to you. You'll own nothing. You'll be happy, ... There you see the same thing. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy looking at your newly improved AI photo.
And you feel good about yourself.
You'll feel good about yourself.
What this tattoo I have right here is an ancient Farsi, and it is Asha speaking through, it's Ahura Mazda speaking through Asha. And it basically says your final level of illumination comes in the pitch black night, in the darkest of nights.
Yeah.
And it's in that darkness that we will rise.
That's the dark night of the soul.
That's the dark night of the soul. That's the phoenix. These are crazy concepts, and people can radically, their physiology can go into fight flight, and they can go into a cortisol spike. And right now, it's not the time to go reach for things to nullify that, or to numb it out, or to forget about it, or go watch, something else. It's time to step into that and feel it. Yeah. Everyone viscerally feel what's happening, but don't let it damage you. Let it empower you.
Well, I think the first thing to do is observe. Just watch. Look carefully at the people around you. What's the difference between the people that spend all their time in social media and eat junk food and don't live the kind of foundation principles we talk about? And how is that compared to the people that, get their hands dirty, garden, play with their kids, don't overuse social media, and actually live a life that's grounded in the elements that make life happen?